Sometimes the best thing a flower can do for us is die.
That is fucking evil.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, my tasty morsels. It's your first BLT here. Welcome back to the channel. I am about to start episode 2 of The Witcher. I really liked episode 1. I thought it was a very strong opening and look into the characters that we're mostly going to be following. Well, at least 2 of them. And judging from the thumbnail of episode 2, we're about to get introduced to our third. And I'm pretty excited to meet this character because I thought she was very interesting in the books, very mysterious, and the relationship she ends up having with Geralt is tumultuous in both good and bad ways, and it makes for excellent drama. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this character. Oh, I did want to say one thing. As I kind of alluded to it in the previous episode, but I didn't really make it clear. I think I just forgot. But in the book, Stregobor made it clear that the women that were suspected of being evil or children of Lilith and all that stuff, the stuff that was done to them was horrific. In the book, they talk about how a bunch of them ended up being vivisected. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with that particular process, but that is essentially performing a dissection on something that is still alive. So a bunch of these women and girls were strapped to a table or something and just cut apart while still living, so that the sorcerers and everything could learn about them and their supposed curse or taint or whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, that did not sit well with Geralt at all, obviously. And they did capture all of that in his reaction, and the suggestion in his face, and his tone was made it clear that it's not that the show forgot about that. For whatever reason, they just decided not to make it explicit that the depth of what was done to those girls. Maybe that'll come up later and they just wanted to save it for later. Maybe they made a decision that was just a little too far. I wouldn't even be surprised if it might have affected the rating somewhat. I know these are TVMA, but you'll be surprised at what kind of stuff makes it so that you can't even air your show. So you can have decapitations 1 a minute, but you mention certain things, and especially when it involves women, and all of a sudden it becomes essentially like an X-rated series, So, but I don't know. Either way, though, I just wanted to bring that up for those of you who may not have read the book, just to understand just how horrific it was, and how people like Stregobor can justify literally doing anything in the name of what they supposedly think is right, but really, honestly, I believe just in the name of knowledge. They just want to know so badly how things work that they're willing to do anything. And that's got historical parallels. There's people who have been vivisected in real life trying to understand how things work. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into episode 2.
You've been spying on us, you creep.
Yeah, of course, look at her. No one's ever kissed that.
Could you even stand up straight to do
Where are
it?
you going, crooked girl? We can teach you. Leave me alone. Stop. I heard your father makes you sleep with the kids. Your family doesn't even want you.
I think you guys might get some comeuppance. Now, what did you do?
What is all this? Am I dead? How did it get here?
Well, it looks to me like you portaled in.
A what?
You know, portal. From wherever you were to here. She'll be coming for you.
She? She who? What are you doing?
I think we're getting into stuff beyond what I've read because I don't really know much about the backstory of this character other than just being able to recognize who it is.
See, the one you made us put a target on your back. But this will take you home.
Life has always been hard for the ugly. I imagine there's not a universe in which that's not true. And destiny has come calling.
How much for a pig?
10 marks.
How much for this beast?
6.
4.
What are you doing?
Sold. 4 marks.
Have you gone mad? You can't let them
It's
have her.
fucked
As I
up.
said, sold. 4 marks.
Less than a pig.
The woman's a witch. You know what they will do. She's our daughter.
She's no daughter of mine.
Mother! Please help me.
You're a piece of shit.
Excellent. Where are we going?
You can't take me. Won't go.
Both of those statements are false. Be honest, you can't really be considered to be better off with a family that would sell you for the fucking value of a goddamn piglet. Was that intentional, the sound? It seemed like something was whispering. Don't do it. Hello, Ciri. Keep moving. She's not stupid. Mama didn't raise no fool. Should I say grandma didn't raise no fool. You have to do something about the cloak and everything, too. They mark you as a noblewoman.
Who's there?
Awful close to a tree there. Are you a brownie? Better smack the tree a couple times just to be sure.
Oh, no thank you. I don't eat rat.
It's too good for you?
Wait.
I wonder what rat tastes
Where
like.
in Sintra did you live?
I always feel like it's weird when actors are acting cold, but I don't see any breath. Yeah, one glove's better than none.
Look, it's the Cintran flag. Come on.
No, 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 it's a trick, it's a trick, it's a trick. Ciri, it's a trick.
Rat boy?
Rat boy.
You think you're safe without a care.
Now that is how you use a J-cut.
You be wise to beware. Need old man the hag stir up a potion so that your lady might get an abortion. So fuck off! I'm so glad that I can just bring you all together like this. Unbelievable.
So, is this not Dandelion? Early days of Dandelion or what? Because I always thought the Dandelion was beloved throughout all the land, unless he was just making that shit up.
I love the way you just sit in the corner and brood.
I'm here to drink alone.
You're the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia.
Called it.
The devil. He's been stealing all our grain.
And surely not all of it.
I pay you 100 ducats.
150.
Look, I heard your note, and yes, you're right. Maybe real adventures would make better stories. And you, sir, smell chock full of them, amongst other things. I mean, what is that? Is that onion? It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you smell of death and destiny. Oh, I could be your barker, spreading the tales of Geralt of Rivia, the butcher of Blaviken.
Yeah, maybe not that one, though.
Come here.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit you.
Come on, Roach.
She actually tried.
Do you know how many people wouldn't blink if you died? Chaos is the most dangerous thing in this world.
That's some good prosthetic
It
work.
is all around us, all the time. Fringilla froze a cat.
On accident.
Still did it.
Sabrina turned her mother fat. But
I don't like that.
just
Happy about it too.
because you are conduits of chaos does not mean that you are capable of magic. And while oceans of mystery remain, we have deduced that this requires two things.
Deduced, huh?
Balance and control.
Just ignoring your
Without
teachers.
Chaos will kill you.
Humans.
This is the simplest of trials, to see whether you are worthy of the ascension.
So little.
Hey, good job.
I'm doing it. Your hand.
Oh,
There is no conjuring something from nothing. There is a give and a take.
so you learn to draw the energy you need from something else.
Zalil Ape.
Zalil.
Interesting.
Zalil. Zalil.
I wouldn't get too close right now. Who knows where she might pull the energy from?
Sometimes a flower is just a flower. And the best thing it can do for us is to die.
I can't remember whether that's from the books or not, the idea that they basically must pull the energy from somewhere else, and so it poses a risk to them that way. Interesting concept, regardless, though. Full Metal Alchemist, you know, all the best magic systems have some sort of cost to the magic.
You were right. She found me.
You found me.
My name. It's Yennefer.
I wonder if Yennefer kind of gave something away by trying to eat the flower, just like how he opened the portal by eating a petal off the one he had. If the mistress will recognize where she got that idea. Kids will be kids no matter what's going on.
No cutting!
Don't touch me.
This food was provided by the Queen.
May she rot in hell.
Oh.
Your cloak. My father made it. There are elf hairs. I killed them all.
It's not something to
My
be proud of.
and human lives lost in Philavendra's uprising.
When will it stop?
And when I'm a knight, I have enough coin to rebuild our house.
You're to be a knight.
I have to apprentice, but I'll be ready when Sintra rises again.
To order and dignity.
The upper middle
Your
class.
shoes.
Actually, no, these guys are just straight up upper
Let's
class.
get you a fresh pair, why don't we?
That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Don't worry, he's one of the clean ones.
Oh, you. Oh. Okay.
Geralt of Rivia, the white wolf or something.
But sure is right.
Do you mind if I hop up there with you? It's just I'm not really wearing the right kind of footwear.
Don't touch Roche.
You know, the elves called this Dol Blathana before bequeathing it to the humans and retreating into their golden palaces in the mountains. There I go again, just delivering exposition.
Way to hang a lampshade on that, writers.
Geralt, where are you going? Geralt, it is a devil. Oh, I have to see this mythical.
Dumbass.
Seek to understand your partner's greatest fears.
With our eyes.
No, Piglet. With chaos. Thought transference should flow through you, like learning to dance, or swim, or kiss.
Reminds me of in Babylon 5 when they showed us Psychor training telepaths in reading and defense.
Mom, you can do it.
It was nice that her partner was encouraging her, though.
Annika's worst fear is snakes.
Come here.
One of my worst fears is
You
snakes.
take weeks to lift your stone. You can't bend water. You struggle to perform the simplest physical tasks. And now you lie to me? Your worst fear makes such sense. Even if you were a beauty, still no one would love you.
An awful thought.
To say is right.
Why are you so mean?
I've been here for weeks and can barely do shit.
You can read me, if you like.
I can taste it.
It's warm bread.
Are these the things you love?
These are the things I thought you would love.
Sweet.
Catch lightning in a bottle.
That's impossible.
No, it's magic. Doralis?
Man, they don't play around with their teaching.
Bottle up.
No, you either do it or you die. Holy
She's
shit.
still breathing.
Lark, move Doralis aside.
Nicely done.
I did it.
Don't look. I was about to say, don't look directly at it. Jesus. You could at least give them an idea of what to expect, woman. Jesus. That's a bad teacher.
Sabrina, show these girls how it's
Interesting. She channeled it directly into herself. She wasn't even harmed. Don't look directly at it. Did you learn nothing from the other girl?
Strong amongst the weak.
I think she's got your attention now, though, doesn't she?
No, please, not the loot! Leave off! He's just a bard. You don't deserve the air you breathe.
I love how all the punches are being punctuated with the loot. Oh!
You hide in your golden palaces. You beat a bound man too scared to even look him in the eye!
Do you like my palace? Hmm? Does it live up to the tales you humans tell?
Yeah, take that, Pointy.
Pointy?
Rebuild. Get strong again. Show the humans that you are more than what they fear you to be.
Like you, Witcher.
have learned to live with them. So that I may live.
There are others. A new generation. A Velian who wish to fight. Let us take back what's ours. Starting now.
I don't think you have the people.
I wish I could show you, but I can't risk the knowledge reaching the Brotherhood of Sorcerers.
Why?
It's not the method of magic we're taught. It's older, it's more potent, it could open doors that can't ever be closed again.
I don't understand.
It's not human magic. It's the elf's magic.
Come.
What is this place?
Do you know whose skulls these are?
Dead people?
Dead elves. See, when humans and monsters all arrived after the conjunction of the spheres, elven mages taught the first humans how to turn chaos into magic. And then the humans slaughtered them, rewriting history with the stories we tell. The songs we sing about our own triumphs is what we do.
Yep.
But I want to honor them.
It's a shame that we're so beholden to our physical responses to appearance. Because she's really sweet.
Fainwood only grows where elder blood is spilled.
She's stronger than you expected, isn't she?
Maybe your father. He was half-elf.
Is that why her eyes are purple? They were definitely past the point where I've read. Connection is important.
What will you do with it? Nothing. Simply wanted to know that you could control your emotions and get it from the boy. That you would. You may go.
Oh.
Yennefer.
Does this mean I get to ascend?
Listen for the knock.
That's a real shame.
You've been working on her for months.
Man, fuck you, Strigobor.
To give me something. Make Bernard proud.
Jesus. Everybody's double-crossing everybody. Are you serious?
Pick it up and go! Go!
There's only so much people can take. Oh, doesn't look like he's gonna be a knight. This is happening?
Come forth, Yennefer.
Just turn my friend into a slug.
The one who didn't get the knock?
Come, push your friend into the pool.
No.
Yes. I took away her control, but she still has power.
She's a conduit. For Arethusa.
Sometimes the best thing a flower can do for us is die.
That is
Credit where credit is due.
fucking
That whole reverse
evil.
psychology thing you did on them was brilliant, by the way. Is history we doomed to repeat? No, that's shit.
This is where we part ways, Bard. For good.
Look, I promise to change the public's tune about you. At least allow me to try. When the white wolf
You're an elf.
the tongue devil, his army of elves at his hooves
Thank you.
today.
That's not how it happened. Where's your newfound respect?
Gotta jazz it up a bit.
Respect doesn't make history.
I remember hearing this song everywhere for a while.
He thrust every elf far back on the shelf, high up on the mountain.
Geralt made a friend.
Whence it came.
Wow.
He wiped out your pest, got kicked in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him the rail. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh value of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh value of plenty. Oh value
That is evil. That is evil.
Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity.
Yennefer, do you want to belong to something that badly? Oh, what am I saying? Of course she does. Look at the life she's had. She's got someone's approval for the first time in her life. Well, I'm not surprised at all that Yennefer's backstory made me cry. But I think I'm surprised for the reasons. Tell you what though, it really helps me to understand the person that that I was reading about in the books that I've read. I haven't finished the whole series, but this definitely was illuminating on her character. Why she is the way she is. I mean, that girl actually cared about her. I mean, she wanted to help her succeed and everything, and of course she ended up doing so. But I just can't imagine, like, being willing to betray people on that level, you know? Their whole order is built on essentially fattening pigs up for slaughter, is basically what they're doing. So that they can use them to enhance their own power, I guess. Wow. But on the plus side, Geralt just made a friend. I'm assuming that's the end of the line. But it makes sense. Maybe this is before he started calling himself Dandelion. But that was cool to see the beginning of their friendship. And also digging deeper into just how horrible humans are to the other species that they share this world with. And that was interesting. So I assume this is again something that comes up later in the books than I've gotten to. But I had wondered how everything came together. Because it did seem the humans came later, and I was wondering if it was like, is this some weird sort of Lord of the Rings scenario where the elves were put onto the world first by whatever their creator is or whatnot? But they're talking about conjunction of the sphere, so I'm guessing that all these different species, the elves, the Sylvans and trolls and whatnots, and of course humans, actually occupied completely separate dimensions, and maybe someone performed such a crazy feat of magic that it pulled everything together into one dimension instead of several. Maybe that's part of what I already forgot his name. I'm certain that I've heard his name in the books, but the guy that was, at least it seemed, helping Yennefer, but I guess he's also got his own agenda of deceit. What he mentioned about how you know, using the ancient magic, you could open portals that can't be closed, and I'm wondering if that's a reference to how the spheres were conjoined. But yeah, excellent episode, obviously, as you can tell by how much emotion it got out of me. This series is really well done so far. It's doing, I feel like there are some subtle alterations to the source material, but they're all really well done, assuming that I'm even right, because if they are happening, they're so subtle that I can't really directly put my finger on them, you know. But I am very impressed with the writing so far, and also the effects. Like the Sylvan, I think, was very heavily CGI. I think he might have been a mix of practical to CGI, probably using a lot of mocap tech, like they did with Gollum, for instance. But still partially there. It's hard to tell where live action and CG blend together nowadays. But they did a pretty good job on him. He was a believable character to me. And, you know, seeing just all the different relationships between the different creatures, and of course Ciri learning about how a lot of people really hated her family. I'm glad to see that, you know, they're showing us how smart she was, because in the book we pretty much just meet Ciri when, you know, much later than all of this, and we know that she's been surviving on her own for a while. But it's really cool to see, you know, this backstory of her actually being out there and using her wits, and of course getting help from an elf. And it was nice, of course, to see that she was not a bigoted bastard towards him. It speaks to her character. And but yeah, before I go ahead and start rambling, I'm just going to go ahead and end this now. I really liked it. I'm excited to see where this goes from here. The thumbnail for the next one looks like we're going to be digging really deep into more of Yennefer's backstory, which is really nice for me. I'm really enjoying the character work with her, even though it's making me very sad. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments, and leave a like, subscribe if you feel like it. Where did you think this was going? And also, always let me know whether you've read the books, and if you have, whether they met your expectations. And am I right that they made some changes? You know, if they did, let me know, but don't spoil me, because I remember I have not read past Blood of Elves yet. So don't give me plot points past that point, please. Anyway, guys, as always, please do your best to stay safe and be well, and join me for the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.